boast of having the world's heaviest administrative building, the Guinness World Record books also confirms the Palace of the Parliament as the largest administrative building in the universe for civil use, also known as the People's Palace. The 300 billion Kenyan shillings iconic structure is located in the central part of the capital, Bucharest. Our reporter Tony Kwalanda is in Eastern Europe and tells us why the communist ruler Nicolae Ceaușescu put the country in financial debt to satisfy his desires.
It's an iconic public building with numerous secrets and just enough information available for every Tom, Dick and Harry to purchase this particular building. TV47 set up camp in Bucharest to find out why Palace of the Parliament bears the title of the world's heaviest administrative building. After a devastating earthquake on March 4th, 1977, Romania's communist ruler at the time, Nicolae Ceaușescu, took advantage of the destruction to rebuild the city as he wished. Afraid of another quake and the need of a fortress in case of a nuclear bomb attack, the communist leader initiated the plan to build the world's most expensive administrative building. Ceaușescu took a foreign loan of over 300 billion Kenya shillings before demolishing historical sites, churches, temples, a monastery, factories, hospitals, a stadium, and eviction of 60,000 families to pave way for this gigantic structure. Construction began in the early 80s with 700 architects led by a young, beautiful lady, Ansa Petrescu, setting out to work. It was a 10-year grueling journey for the over 100,000 workers with shifts of 20,000 people who toiled and moiled for 24 hours, 7 days a week. 12,000 soldiers were also deployed during a period with high economic hardship.
Ceaușescu had only about 4 classes of education, and he didn't study that much. He couldn't actually understand the plans of the architects. Everything about this entire project was represented by a small size model.
It was erected with construction materials produced in Romania, including 1 million cubic meters of marble, 500,000 tons of cement, over 500,000 tons of steel, 2 million tons of sand, 1 million cubic meters of wood, 4,000 tons of crystal, and 200,000 cubic meters of glass. The only foreign components of the palace were the Swedish ventilation systems. This resulted in a building 240 meters long, 270 meters wide, 100 meters high with 12 floors, and 100 meters deep with over 8 underground floors. There is little information about the bunkers in the building, 2 to be precise. If they locked this house and no one gets out and no one gets in, the ones who are inside can live in this particular building for a very long period of time. The third largest building in the world by its volume houses the Romanian Parliament, or the Chamber of Deputies, the Senate, the Legislative Council, and the Constitutional Court of Romania. Former US President Donald Trump wanted to buy this property. And of course, the former president had all this money that he needed. However, Romania refused. Now, at this one juncture, I have come to believe that money cannot buy happiness, because Donald Trump wanted to buy happiness, but there was no happiness because his money could not deliver this property to him. It has over 1,500 rooms, over 30 ballrooms, over 50 elevators, restaurants, libraries, convenience stores, concert rooms, and over 20 kilometers of tunnels.
This building also becomes the heaviest building in the world, and because of this reason, it sinks into the ground. with half a centimeter every single year.
Top celebrities like Michael Jackson and Shakira have performed in this building. Besides, several movies have been filmed here. A part of the underground space can be used as a Formula One circuit track with a parking capacity of over 20,000 cars. It's a safe house for security agencies such as Interpol, FBI, CIA and MI6, ostensibly because it can arguably withstand 2 atomic bombs launched at the same time.
All right, so we are right now.
Demolition of this building was on the cards after the execution of Ceaușescu on Christmas Day in 1989. However, it was cheaper to complete the construction than to flatten it. The People's Palace, the People's House, or Parliament Palace is a physical reminder of one of the most important stages in the history of Bucharest. Tony Kwalanda, TV 47, Bucharest, Romania.
How we got to have Romanian silk in our country. It was a huge industry back then regarding the